I think this is such a cute look. Don't you, disembodied voice?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that adorable?
It's,
Be more enthusiastic.
it's adorable, baby.
Thank you. That cute. I didn't even know that looked that way until I turned the camera on. Anyway, we are getting. Oh, I'm this too bouncy tonight. I've just been very bouncy with my filming. So, we're getting ready for bed. And I wanted to introduce some stuff that we got up to earlier, which is going to include a look at the deconstructed Studio. Oh, y'all get to take a little trip with me in my stair lift, Odile. Remember, her name is Odile. It's French. I actually found out that that French name originates from the part of France, Germany, Alsace, Lorraine, where the German part of my mother's family came from. Um, and, if you know the history of Alsace-Lorraine, you know that it was a highly contentious issue for France and Germany. They kept claiming it was France, and then it was Germany, and then it was France's, and then it was Germany's. When we all know, I mean, the Disney movie Pocahontas, which of course is a little cringy now because of, I mean, indigenous people don't need to be used like that after having had their land taken from them. But anyway, I digress. Let's just take the Disney movie at face value. And she does that, not face value, but she does that song. You can, er, you can own the earth and still all you'll own is earth until you can what? Paint with what? All the colors of the wind. That's what she paints with. All the colors of the wind.
I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, you haven't seen it, have you? So, what were we talking? Oh, Alsace-Lorraine. So that's where the name Odile, which means something. I'll pop it up on the screen. I'm just blanking right now because we're tired. But I wanted to introduce this part with apparently a lot of trivial information. Not so trivial, but some of it. The Pocahontas stuff was super trivial. And to let you know that you're about to see some of what went on today. And then also, we explained a little bit about the studio. And then we also, what else did we do? I diamond painted. And there's a little bit of that in there too. I listened to this book by Karen Slaughter. She's the one who wrote the books that the TV show Will Trent is based on. And she's a good writer. She writes mysteries. And she's a lot like Kathy Reichs. And I think our dear Linda has read Kathy Reich's books as well because we both, I think, I don't think, I know we go to another, we visit. We don't actually go to the channel physically, but we watch Sensible Living with Money Mom, Dawn, who also has a channel, Plot Chronicles by Dawn, or with Dawn. I think I'll link those in the description. But I'm listening to that Karen Slaughter book right now. What is it called? Y'all, I'm trying to remember what it's called. It was just one that came up. Oh my gosh. I'll report in the description what it's called. But I was listening to that and I did some diamond painting. And I'm going to show you a little bit of the results of that. Just not so much. I never want to try to do the same thing that my dear Jessie in her channel at Just Jessie here that's my sole source of diamond painting tutoring. I don't want to ever try to be like, oh, I'm doing the same thing, Jessie. I'm not. When I show y'all what I'm doing, it's just to show you kind of my process of learning to do this. And the project I'm working on right now is really a big girl project. It's not a toddler project. My bookmarks are beautiful, but they were sort of a toddler project, so to speak, because they weren't very complicated and there were not many drills on them. But this one I went from 0 to 150 in car parlance with diamond painting. But, once you get the idea of it, it's just having the patience. And I tell you what, I don't got a lot, but I got patience. Man, no, I do have a lot. You know what I mean. So we ran in to a little hiccup in the studio. There's a wheelbarrow. There's our backyard. There's the yellow still on the walls. So the whole floor, the subfloor, all the layers of flooring underneath it had to be removed. And you want to walk us through some of the details and I'll just move the camera?
Yeah.
Disembodied voice.
This was the top level of flooring.
Yeah, that's the top level, which we're going to put back down,
Yes.
right? Because it's perfectly good.
Yeah. And then there was a layer of OSB, which is a wood leaning against a window.
What is OSB?
Oriented strand board.
Oriented strand board.
Attached to that was that linoleum.
Which linoleum? This one?
Yeah, the one.
So attached to that was that linoleum. This used to be part of the kitchen, right?
I think it was a dining room.
We think it was the dining room. But this house was built in 1929, and then other stuff was added on.
And then under that
linoleum
was more
linoleum.
OSB.
More OSB. Okay.
And then
this one.
And this is tile, but it seems to be stuck to black tar paper.
So it's tile and not any kind of. It's tile.
Yeah, it's tile.
That's why you called it tile.
No.
But it's stuck to a tar paper, which I can smell right now.
Oh, yeah.
What is that you're using over there?
Oh, I can't remember what it's called, but it's for scraping under floors.
Yeah, remember we got that with the original house,
yeah,
right?
I don't think it's got the name on it anymore.
The original house I'm talking about is the one in Shreveport.
Yeah, we've had this like 25 years.
Yeah, we've had that like 25 years because you used that there too. And you've redone you're redoing some of the electrics in here and grounding some stuff.
But the main problem was, if you see all the dirt, was that the dirt was like, if you look at that middle joist, can you see how the dirt's up?
Yes.
There should be a gap of at least minimum like 6 inches
Underneath that.
But so
like a crawl space, even if you can't get to it.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like that.
I mean, like down here, it's like almost 7-8 inches there.
Yeah.
So
I see.
So I'm going to have to take it down. But I don't know how the dirt got over there.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
You know, I mean, it's like, and it's really hard clay. So it must have been there when they put the joist down. Because, I mean,
It must have been.
It must have been.
Been.
And I think over in the concrete over there, can you see behind where that spade is? I think there's cat footprints in the concrete.
Cat footprints in the concrete? I see them.
Yeah.
Can y'all see them? Let me make... As if our beautiful friends can respond to us while we're making the video. Look at that. I think you can see them through the screening. All that time ago.
But we had a...
So that would have been laid in the original 1929?
I don't know. I don't know when this bit was built.
You don't know when this part was built, but you have found some artifacts. You want to get to those? And we can share them with folks. Because one of the things when we were living in here, of course it had a floor and stuff, but it was tilting. And there was a lot of termite damage, which is a big issue in this part of Virginia in general. So do you want me to pause or do you have the stuff to hand?
No, I've got some of it. The best find I will have to show you.
The best find, yeah. We're so excited. A piece of depression glass. Yeah. Isn't that neat? And I was able to find some information out about that.
And then there's a bunch of pieces of ceramic.
A bunch of pieces of ceramic. Yeah, it's not focusing very well on that. Yeah, I saw the glint just then. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, so it goes in and out of focus. I'm going to have to keep it focused.
A long way from the seaside.
A long way from the seaside is a shell. Let's get a good focus on... Oh, yeah. Let me see if I tilt it up. If it'll focus better on that. Oh, that's nice. Would you turn it back over? Oh, don't you just... We love finding these treasures. There's also some pennies along the way that we'll share with you guys. But this is so, y'all...
But the best thing we'll save.
Well, oh yeah, we'll save the best thing. I don't know if y'all think it's the best thing or not, but for us, there's a penny from. How did a penny from 1980 get down there?
Oh, it probably just slid between.
Just slid between the Good gravy.
A piece of flint.
And a piece of flint. How cool!
I knew it was flint because when I hit it with a spade, it sparked.
It sparked?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
And there's an old dog food bag, right?
Well, I use that to carry the woody bits.
I love it that
they don't
the woody bits. I love that you do not that you use this stuff again, right? I don't know if we can see in there a little bit. And there's a little bit of woody bits in there. Thank you. And then over there's a an old Meow Mix deal. So yeah, this is really cool. I really appreciate all your hard work on this.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I don't know what
So
we do.
we'll come back in 6 months and you can see if we finished.
Yeah. Okay, everybody, we are going upstairs in Odile. Are you ready? How effortless it is. It's almost like I'm gliding. There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's riding. What is another one? Sail away, sail away, sail away. Can you believe it? We're going up a whole flight of stairs to get my knees situated. And we've arrived. So we're upstairs and I'm getting ready to diamond paint, having put my hair up for my roots to dry. Ooh, there's a little piece right there. Ooh, it's another sprout. So I want to show you like a little bit of the diamond painting. I've only done the H's and I may not have done all the H's. And by that, I mean the gem that corresponds or the drill that corresponds with the H's. But I just want to show you what I've done because I'm kind of happy with it. And I'm about to start and use these ones. There's a lot of those, so I'll be working on that for a while probably. But let's see. I'm going one color at a time. It's just kind of the way I want to do it for right now. And, oh, I'll tell you more about that when I've shown you. So if I lift off the protective screen, you can kind of see those little amberish bronze dots. So that's what's happening so far. So those were all H's. And if you get in close, you can see that some of them are W's and D's and L's and V's and F's and G's and all different other things, but I'm going to work on the W's, and there are quite a bit of those. That's why I think I got so many of the drills. But I had leftover H's too, and I'll probably come across H's that I missed. I'll put that back on here for now and do that. So one of the reasons I had decided to do one at a time is because other than some of these that you can see are densely packed around, there are, like those, a lot of S's together, right? But then 2 R's right there, and then R's over here. So if I do one at a time, I'll get done with most of the drills, except for the ones that I miss on accident, and be able to come back in and fix those after the fact. So I'm happy with that plan for now. I'm just happy, to be honest. So here are some of the ones that I've done this evening, and that is what the number 1 drills, which are the W spaces, and you see there are tons of W spaces around here, are light. But I just decided when the tray was empty, I would put away my pen, my stylus, there we go, and be done for the night. I really do want to get some more, though. What am I going to do? What time is it? It's 8:45, maybe just a few more. Yeah. I'm going to be quiet because the disembodied voice is sleeping. What you're hearing in the background is that, oh, he's awake now. He had his tablet out and he fell asleep watching his video. He's so tired, and I don't blame him. I love you so much. I hope that you have a wonderful AM, PM, whatever it is. I hope that you will also go in peace and love to serve others. And thank you so much for hanging out for this silly goose of a video. I really appreciate it. And what else is there? Oh, yeah. Pray for our country, the United States. Wherever you are, please send us your positive energy, your positive thoughts, and your prayers if you pray. And also, please do pray for Ukraine.